Salve amicis! It's time to learn how to write large numbers using Roman numerals. Today I'm delighted to have Miss R to teach us.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss R and here to teach Sam and all of you how to write large numbers in Roman numerals. But first, let's recap what you already know from the last video.
Sure, Miss R. I know that the Roman numerals are written using 7 symbols: I, V, X, L, C, D, and M. Each symbol has a value assigned. I is the smallest with value 1. V is 5, X is 10, L is 50, C, D, and M are 100, 500, and 1000 respectively. We write Roman numerals using a combination of these symbols. Miss R, I do find it difficult to remember these symbols and their values. Is there an easy way to remember them?
You can remember the symbols and their sequence using the mnemonic invisible vampires explore long caves during midnight.
Invisible vampires explore long caves during midnight. Very interesting. I'm not going to forget that. So, I from invisible, V from vampire, X from explore, L from long, C from caves, D from during, and M from midnight. Yeah, that helps.
Now let's look at the values. You will see that the start of the values alternate with 1 and 5. So first we have 1 and 5, then we have 1 and 5 with 1 0, then 1 and 5 with 2 zeros, and finally 1 with 3 zeros.
This is a good trick. Now I will not get confused.
Good. Now, do you remember the rules for reading and writing Roman numerals?
Yes, I do. The first rule is that I, X, C, and M, which are the symbols with values starting from 1, can be repeated up to 3 times. However, V, L, D, which have values starting with 5, cannot be repeated. So, 2 can be written as I, 3 as 3 I's, 2 X's represent 20, 3 X's 30, 2 C's 200, 3 C's 300, 2 M's 2000, and 3 M's 3000.
Correct. Now the second rule is that if a smaller value symbol comes after a larger value symbol, then add them. For example, VI is 5 plus 1 or 6. XII is 10 plus 2 or 12. LXXX is 50 plus 30 or 80. And DC is 500 plus 100, which is 600. And ML is 1000 plus 50 or 1050.
Now I will tell the third rule. The third rule is if a smaller value symbol comes before a larger value 1, then subtract the smaller from the larger one.
Yes, and remember, only the smaller symbols with values starting with 1, which are I, X, and C, can be used before the larger ones. So we call them subtractive numerals. And also, a numeral can only be placed in front of the numerals that are closest to it. So I can only be used before V and X. IV will be 5 minus 1 or 4, and IX will be 10 minus 1 or 9. X can only be used before L and C. XL will be 50 minus 10 or 40, and XC will be 100 minus 10 or 90, and C can only be used before D and M. CD will be 500 minus 100, which is 400, and CM will be 1000 minus 100, which is 900. Now to read Roman numerals, we start from the left and use the 3 rules. Let's see what number is represented by MM, CX, CIX. Now starting from the left, MM is 1000 plus 1000 or 2000. C is 100. Then we have X a smaller value coming before C, so XC denotes 100 minus 10. Next we have smaller I before the larger X, so IX is 10 minus 1. And this comes to 2199. Now to convert a number into Roman numeral, first we expand it. So taking the example of 2946, this will be expanded into 2000 plus 900 plus 40 plus 6. Then we take each component and write using Roman symbols. Now 2000 is 1000 plus 1000, which can be written as mm. 900 can be written as 1000 minus 100 or cm. 40 can be written as 50 minus 10 or xl. And 6 can be written as 5 plus 1 or VI.
Yes, I remember that.
And do you remember the largest number that can be represented as a Roman numeral using these symbols and rules?
Yes, the number is 3m's followed by cm, xc, ix, which is 3000 plus 900 plus 90 plus 9 or 3999.
Now we will see how to represent numbers greater than 3999 as Roman numerals. And for that, we will use an overline.
What is an overline?
An overline is a horizontal line drawn above our symbols. Let me explain with some examples. Can you read this number?
It is 4 in Roman numerals.
Correct. Now, if I draw an overline above the symbols IV, now this represents 4 multiplied by 1000 or 4000.
So presence of an overline means multiply by 1000?
Correct. Let's take another number, CXII. This number is 100 plus 10 plus 1 plus 1 or 112. Putting an overline above this means it now represents 112 multiplied by 1000 or 112,000. Now, to write a large number using Roman numerals, we will use two steps. Let's see this with 41,632 as an example. First, we will identify how many thousands are there in this number and write that using Roman symbols. Now, to get the number of thousands in the number is super easy. All you do is hide the last 3 digits. So this number has 41 thousands. We will now convert 41 into Roman numerals. 41 expands into 40 plus 1. In Roman numerals, that will be XLI. Since this represents the number of thousands in the number, we will put an overline above this part.
Ah, that makes sense.
Now we do need to convert the remaining part of the number 632, and that is our step 2. 632 expands to 600 plus 30 plus 2. 600 is 500 plus 100 or DC. 30 is XXX and 2 is II. And this gives us the Roman numerals representation of the number 41,632.
Let's do one more.
Okay, let's take the number 947,564.
First, we hide the last 3 digits. This gives us 947. We expand it as 900 plus 40 plus 7 and convert it into Roman numerals. 900 is CM, 40 is XL, and 7 is VII. Then we put an overline above this part, and now we can focus on the remaining 3 digits. 564. Expanding it, we get 500 plus 60 plus 4. Now writing it as Roman numerals, 500 is D, 60 can be written as LX, and 4 will be IV. So This is the Roman numerals representation of the number 947,564. Is that correct?
Very good, Sam. Now, while reading large numerals, we again do it in two parts. Let's take the Roman numerals on the screen as an example. First, we decipher the part under the overline. LXIV will be 50 plus 10 plus 4 and multiply it by 1000. Next, we convert the remaining part and add. DCIX would be 500 plus 100 plus 9, and adding them together we get 64,000 plus 609. So this number is 64,609.
It's my turn now.
Yes, Sam, here you go.
Okay, MMCLX has an overline. So first we convert this part and multiply it by 1000. MM is 2000, C is 100, L is 50 and X is 10. We are now going to multiply it by 1000 and then we come to the remaining part CMDLIII. CM is 900, D is 500, L is 50 and III is 3. Now this simplifies to 2,160,000 plus 1,453, and that gives us the answer 2,161,453.
Very good, Sam.
Thank you, Miss R. You have explained everything so well.
You're most welcome, Sam. Until next time. Please like, share and subscribe.